champion to my right. Introduce yourself. I'm in Toronto!
I don't do shout outs and shit, so if you guys could just give me a second just to give my shout out. I never do these intros. Real quick, if everybody could just listen. Hey yo, check it out. Yo, my name is Caustic. Yo, how much are you shooting me? I was gonna shoot you the 200 that I promised you. I hope that's kosher with you, homie, because King of the Dot didn't have all the money at the finals. You know what? I'll shoot you. I want 3 if possible. No, I'm not sorry for what happened at the border. I don't represent King of the Dot's business department. I could have beat cheddar on my own, bitch. What? What? Wow. Wow. What's your PayPal again? I am caustic@gmail.com.
Hey! Challenger to my right, former King of the Dot champion, 2-time reigning defending Grand Prix champion,
I'm not Dizaster's execution! Boy, Arcane, still sitting 905. I'll leave this motherfucker dumbfounded when I drop you out the battle scene with a single spinning dropkick. You're a fucking idiot, Diz. I don't care how you spin your logic. You try to say I stole some bars? Bitch, you stole a win from Caustic. That's why last month I became the undisputed 2-time champ. I'm outstanding in my field. Last month, what was Dizaster doing? Making his own crop circles, literally outstanding in a field. I guess this motherfucker was waiting for the aliens to come and get him for his rapping. Well, it's funny we all expected a big disaster December 2012, but Armageddon never happened. That's how I know this LA King's an imposter. Check the LA roster. I called him out 2 years ago. You more like an LA Dodger. Now I'ma eat your dinner. I know the Lakers is your team, but judging by those eyebrows, you're gonna need those Clippers. So I'm saying, what do y'all really believe in? Fact or fraud? See, I'm a natural disaster. You ain't no act of God. You think about where he actually established his fame from, it's like the 9/11 conspiracy. This disaster was manufactured from day one. Listen, hold up. See, there's a reason some battle rappers get more exposure than the rest. Just look at the template his homie Lush promoted in the West. Diz cried till he got battles with Cannabis, Arsenal, and Rex. His views went up. Too bad I can't credit your bars for this success. I know you got a lot of Twitter fans. Well, I give a fuck if some hate me. I'm just saying this spoiled brat's been having a little too much fun lately. You don't bust guns daily. You a trust fund baby. Matter of fact, you should be wearing a custom t-shirt that says Lush One Made Me. Plus, we all know Dizaster's dad is wealthy and influential. He's a pillar back in the community. But that don't mean when you come to Canada you got some kind of diplomatic immunity. You think you're gonna lift the matic and shoot at me? I hope you brought enough clips to clap at the crew with me. I'm from the University of Hard Knocks. It's time to take him to school with me. That's why I don't give a fuck if you bring your set. I should wring your neck for driving around Malibu in your little pink Corvette. I bet this diva feels too flashy in the Cadillac. With all that cash, he has to travel maps. Matter of fact, you might be the Kim Kardashian of battle rap. Diz was never that high. He just pretend he's the nicest. Well, I'm a cold-blooded killer. I leave my enemies lifeless. This verse is just a testament to how pathetic your life is. You're just a spoiled, rotten Arab American going through an identity crisis. You have such delusions of grandeur. How can your therapist stomach it? You shit on your roots with stereotypes and embarrass your parents in public. He's always playing the role of crazy Arabic terrorist and loving it, perpetuating the same false narrative as the American government. So I guess you must be conflicted between your two sides, fam, because you demonize your people like the media do Iran. So is it King of the Dot or URL? How many times is this switching? You ain't no Bin Laden, more like Bin Widen and Bin Bitchin'. Hey! Hold up. Let me finish. Oh, he fucking threw paper.
y'all want your champion from Canada to be a faggot that ghostwrites out of Casper the movie, then be glad to do it. Really? Really? Y'all go disrespect me when I always defend you? Really? Back in America when anyone says something about King of the Dot, I respect you. I'm the one that defends you. They want to let you hold the belt too. Hold on.
I'm at Dizaster's execution! World Domination 3, you tore your shirt off in a room full of dudes so you could flash your tats. Then you started an internet beef with Classic Pack and called him a faggot for doing exactly that. Well, I watched your battle with Rich. I noticed another sad actual fact. Diz is flexing for the camera with a motherfucking barbed wire Pam Anderson tat. What the fuck were you thinking getting a Baywatch tattoo, Diz? Were you bragging? Were you boasting? Were you running down the beach with David Hasselhoff in slow motion? Yo, most rappers might have a song on iTunes or at least a Bandcamp with a track. Not Diz. He got the Pam Anderson barbed wire tat. Looks like it came with the tramp stamp in the back. Now look, I know a lot of people want me to show them how it's supposed to be done. But I ain't even trying to do that tonight. I just came through to roast them for fun. I did that in the Grand Prix to show how easy I dispose of these chumps, but I'm starting to wonder if that whole scheme is getting overly done. I know some of y'all want me to mimic Dizaster style, start decomposing this bum on how he stretches those violent multi-schemes and goes in these runs, rhyming a bunch of random filler just for rhyme's sake. Well, that ain't poetry, son. So matter of fact, fuck it, for old time's sake, I gotta show him how it's supposed to be. You know how Diz do. First he starts walking back and forth, acting like he's a deranged murderer. He'll show up in your apartment and start rearranging the furniture in a fucking black ski mask, like he's some kind of crazy burglar. Sift through your kitty litter with his bare hands until he creates a perfect turd for you. And then he'll fucking place it on your pillow while you're sleeping without disturbing you before he flies out the window on his magic carpet because he's the Prince of Persia. Yo, Diz, when you spit that shit, I know you think it's real clever, but to real G's, that sounds like the worst fucking home invasion ever. Yo, this is how I do it. You bought yourself an AK? That's cool. I brought the AR with the C-Mag. 100 rounds per clip ready to spray off his G-hat. When that 8 sparks, my trademark is to break arms and then kneecaps. You won't even see me coming on your radar when the heat blasts. Cause I got schematics of your building. And I'm coming through the air ducts, so when them big arms get to squeezing, I ain't talking about a bear hug. If I say I'll have them dropping pints, nobody shattering a beer mug, I'll air slugs and have Bashir's blood splattered on his prayer rug. So if you want that home invasion shit, homie, I was made for this. I'm launching tear gas, you ain't in my tear class, stop debating it. You ain't a Muslim extremist, you a docile atheist. Put front home, you softer than a hot pile of baby shit. Thought you had a hot style? My style craziest. In the Grand Prix I got wild, but I stockpiled grenades for this. I'll show up on your block with a pack of hostile Canadians and blow up every building within a 5-mile radius. This battle's mine. At least you can say you were a participant. I'll give his ligament scar tissue for thinking the star's infinite. Catch him slipping while sipping hard liquor and barbiturates. I'm carnivorous, I'll carve into him with sharp instruments. Just the way you recycle bars, that's a cop-out. Laziness, your shit sound incomplete, like the locks without Jadakiss. Lately fucking a king, you better watch out, it's dangerous. This like putting a Rottweiler with rabies in a baby's crib. So y'all can tell Dizaster felt the wrath before he fell to ashes. The way I bring that heat to your kitchen, I'm fit to melt the plaster. Punch his telegraph, I'm well adapted before you even smell the gas. You'll see me in a welding mask and a belly clapper. So yo, I'm putting Diz in a hospital bed with the bedpan option. For avocado and everybody behind the red cam watching. You already know my slogan, that's a dead man watching.
King of the Dot, King of the Dot, King of the Dot. I respect you. I'm the one that defends you. They want to let you. They want.
execution!
See, I'm an architect with lines and angles. So flip a quarter, picture torture. Get your shit in order before these dick supporters skip the border. With that piss poor structure, I don't consider you a big enforcer. You built your house with twigs, I built my shit with bricks and mortar. When you took that chain, you promised organic and clean with some hope. Said you wanted to really rep the brand, did you mean to be spoke? Since you became champ, all you've done is treated this league like a joke and now smack some of the things that you seem to promote. But what goes up must come down. If you study this equation, it's clear. I don't think you understand the gravity of the situation, Bashir. You got your head stuck up in the clouds. He thinks he's in a different stratosphere until I bring him crashing back down to earth and watch him burn up in my atmosphere. So y'all awaken a sleeping giant. I'ma send this diva flying. I beat Lopeshi and Thesaurus back when I wasn't even trying. That was the beta version of King. He was just trying to get his feet wet. Now I climb to an elite back and I ain't even peaked yet. That's why I could already tell it flatlined when I called him out that this was shook. Until me and my crew showed up in his kitchen, that's when his sister took the shish to look. I ain't even asked if the bitch could cook, but I fell awful for her morbid face. Cause the way your little sis kebab when she hummus, she got that extra white sauce when we swarm the Who's whack? I earned my stripes on this battlefield. I'm a 5-star general. You couldn't even write your verses unless you high off chemicals. So just keep pretending you freestyling this. That's why your lines aren't credible. But for these chains, I put in pen time like my bar is federal. Yo, that's why next to all your bullshit filler, I spit that first-rate material. I sent the last 7 bodies in a hearse straight for burial. And now you think you're the king of the dot? Unless your birthplace Ontario, you faking me. So facing me was your worst case scenario. Cause after this, his price is dropping. Ain't nobody buying stock. You got some psychological issues I'm trying to tackle. I should run electricity through his body like fiber optical. Get the shock in you before I gotta drop him by a hospital. I'm unstoppable. You can say the flow is highly volatile like a single electron loose inside of a molecule. I'm a biological weapon, just try and follow. My style is diabolical. I'm a giant to all of you. Wow! So y'all already know who won this battle. Just listen to these rounds back. This is Dizaster's execution. I was just here to play the soundtrack. And you got hold on. Yo! When you battle DNA, you call them the American Arcane as part of your little clown act. But the funny part is you like DNA's dentist. Thanks to you, I'm finally getting my crown back. Yo, so deja vu. When I stepped in this ring, that's the feeling I felt. Cause the last time a fresh Cotet had the chain to leave needing my help, they sent in the one Canadian capable of retrieving the belt. So I guess it's funny what they say. History has a strange way of repeating itself.
Of the battle and the first 2-time King of the Dot champion.
Y'all go disrespect me when I always defend you? Really, back in America when anyone says something about King of the Dot, I respect you. I'm the one that defends you.